GoPro, we can get a lot closer.
We're rolling.
We're rolling now? Maybe. We have,
So you like it?
we have no idea if we are.
Is it playing or is it?
Yeah, it's
live?
no, you're rolling.
Are you going to do this
Are you
the whole
going to be
time?
cameraman or are you coming?
No,
to
I'm coming.
I
Oh
like it
yeah.
that way.
I'm just used to being a cameraman too.
Is it blowing that bad out there?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. All right.
Yeah, that's how.
I've got it zoomed out.
Baja, yeah. Baja, Oklahoma. Is this Baja? I want to know the boundary line for Baja.
This is it. This
understand.
is where it starts. Fort Worth. Fort Worth, Dallas, north. Started collecting taxes in Oklahoma January 1st, 2021.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dude, I'm telling you, Red River Rivalry, we won it. We've earned it. It's ours. Longhorns stay down in Austin. Baja, Oklahoma.
We don't claim that. We don't. Do we claim?
claim Austin.
I don't think we claim Austin anymore. And we barely. I
You
don't
guys are
think
still in
anyone-
Texas. You're in Texas.
Yeah, we claim all of Texas except Austin right now. I think. Yeah.
I think my next McDonald's is the only one that's playing.
Yeah.
I thought we traded off.
For who? We're allowed one trade. Who are we going to trade for Oklahoma? Who do we want from Oklahoma? You can't just give us. Because
I don't really know if I traded Oklahoma. I traded somebody else.
so if y'all are just joining us, this is bad. We have really, really good ideas, and they never turn out great.
We're trying to go live. Andrew can't get it going.
Andrew's
Todd's fault.
It's my fault, but
Yeah,
it's,
it is.
I always
Definitely
claim
your
I
fault.
don't know how to do it, and then Andrew thinks he can.
I had it rolling for 35
Yeah,
seconds.
I will say the internet's probably going to get us on this one. So we might
That's
just,
what I blame on too. Something
Yeah.
else, like you always do. It's always somebody else's fault.
I almost. I can edit anything I want to, but we all know. So yeah, this is from the Lews Booth, Strike King booth. We just need a place to do this thing. They haven't let the doors open, right? When does that happen?
In like 21 minutes.
So we might not go a full hour because Hallman's got something to be. Where are you going?
I'm supposed to be at Bash U.
Oh.
11, 12 o'clock.
With Brian?
BTC.
Well, I'm gonna roll over there with you. Talk to
I
him.
don't even know where it is yet.
Then me and you
It's
can
gonna
go.
be hot wherever it is because I don't think it's in here.
Oh yeah, tell him. So we. I don't know. We just got here. Y'all were here yesterday.
There's buildings that the air conditioner is struggling, and that's this morning.
With the horse stalls over there, as cold as can be. You know where we rolled in?
Yeah, we rolled in through.
Dude, they FaceTime me, okay? And they're like, we're real close. And I'm like, well, send me your location. And then he's like, just FaceTime me. So he FaceTimes me. And he scrolls around and it's empty, like, freaking bays for horses and cows.
Yeah, horse stalls.
Horse stalls everywhere. Poop everywhere. And I'm like, y'all aren't close.
We were close.
You're not close.
We
They
were close.
They were one building away.
Yeah. I'll put that in there. Like I'll go back through there and edit that
Oh my
or
God,
something
so
and
bad.
put it in there. So where we're at.
But yeah,
I was like, there's no one here. And there was no. We met some random dude out there, and he kind of
He's like, yeah, I think we gotta go through here. He kind of showed us the way somewhat.
So why am I the only one in Jersey? Why was I not told what Andrew was told? I asked him, I was like, hey dude, where's your shirt? He's like, Todd said no shirts. And I'm like,
No, I
they
just
told me, so if I like going,
apparently
he's like, do I gotta fucking all hang out or what?
So
I see a
you-
fat boy up here.
I wasn't even coming. You talked me into coming like 2 days ago. You were always coming.
Yeah.
I
I
didn't.
decided to come 2 days ago too. I was like, I ain't got nothing going on this weekend. I was like, I can roll up here.
So like no one even knows I was showing up. I just showed up to give me a badge. Now we're in here. But yeah, so like let's if I dress like this, I can just let's be honest. I can just I'm a roamer, and when you're a roamer, these things are fun. When you got to be places like you, they're not as
I don't know
fun.
that I got to be places. Those tinny runners that Bonds is wearing
that's
are
right.
freaking
That's right.
the deal. You guys have
You
got
got
to see
that?
these, man.
Those are hooks.
Hold them up here.
Yeah.
Let's
Are they
see
really?
it.
Yeah,
Up
those are
here
hooks.
high.
Dude,
Look at them titty dude. You better roll out. Come on, dude. I'm too old for that now. I'm about to fall
dude,
over
he just
backwards.
pulled a hammy right
I
there.
guarantee you.
We're stretching you out a bit.
Those are fancy.
For all of y'all want to know about my fancy designer pants, hey man, these are just
No,
area
bedazzled.
Bedazzled.
Bedazzled. He's got the little butt diamonds on
Titty
it.
butt.
It was I think it was all when we were at Choke, and I had the camera down, and so he was sitting further away, so his pants, his feet were close to the camera, so it was like they looked like they were that big, just pants and stuff. Like, look, bell bottom, look
And
and
they
stuff.
had some whatever. Like, they had a little sequence going on.
You
like
wear,
that.
you wear some fancy jeans.
That's what they call it.
Fancy pants.
Who wears, Watson wears fancy pants?
Oh, yeah.
Sprague does?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's the group you're in. I don't really know if that's the group you want to be in.
Are you bedazzled? Are you bedazzled on your butt? Catch him.
He said, yeah, I can
Are
catch
you
it.
bedazzled on your butt?
Oh yeah.
You are?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. No, he has all the.
Oh yeah. It's got all that.
Those rhinestones hurt when you sit down on them?
I don't have the rhinestones. I don't do that rhinestones.
Oh, don't let him watch it. He has some rhinestones. He probably still has some pearl snaps, too.
I've got some of those
I
myself.
got some pearls.
I don't know if any. Go show them, Andrew. Show them. Go pick that up. Show them like what's around. Like show them what's going on.
Take them on the tour.
So here's the tour.
No, I mean even around.
No. So here is, that's Beth, the new social director. Here's some new products. Some Hackney rods and some signature rods. We got some KVD rods. But see, the thing is, though, Todd, he should never let me loose on his camera on Bass Angler Therapy. So the deal is we weren't supposed to be wearing jerseys, but of course Hallman didn't know that. Hallman wears a jersey to the Bass Angler Therapy. And it is Todd's fault that we aren't live right now. Because A, he has a terrible phone. It's a brand new phone, but it's a terrible phone. And B, I stream all the time. So like I can put together a streaming setup and he does not know how to use it. And it's bull. It's just not right. He's gonna blame it on me because he always does.
Set it back up.
So we have a guest.
10 seconds. Come here. Just walk in. What we got going?
Oh, that's
How we doing? How are you guys? Good to see you guys. Are we live right now?
No,
that's
no,
not
no,
awkward.
no.
Sort of.
We're video.
Not live, not a-
You just made our show like it actually just went down. Really did. So you already did a little.
I did a little bit of live, and I'm heading back to the set now to go strap in for what'll feel like 97 more days. Yeah.
So
But
he,
in all
he
honesty,
was live. I was actually about to just start dancing.
I gotta be
But I
honest
didn't
with you.
know.
I coming into this tournament, I thought we were gonna have like a half dozen fish catches in the morning and make do with it. It was it exceeded expectations.
We got a little fantasy thing going. We both. I got
Steve
Kennedy first. I got
did
Chris
a
Jones.
backup YouTube show, and it was like Steve Kennedy's winning this.
We all picked
no
Steve
question.
Kennedy to do it. We all got Chris Jones in it. I mean,
Hey, y'all are showing this up, and it's like,
No, we're
it's
just
not
saying.
even
After
new
day one,
yet.
we're doing. We look like we know what we're talking about.
You know what was weird? We throw a bunch of darts to put, who to put cameras on. Day one's always crabastic, whether it's classic or an elite series tournament. But the way the fishing was setting up, like Steve Kennedy turned into really an obvious pick for this one. But to me, the dark horse right now is the one dude that's kind of lived offshore, and that's Cody Bird, because I've looked at the map of the lake, and like he's the only.
Is he on the left side?
Oh, I'm not going there right now. By the way, I want to tell you something. What? I watched you last week commentating, and I want to tell you something. Number one, you did fantastic.
Thank you.
Number two, I covered you for 12 years.
Yeah.
You didn't say 9 words to me in 12 years. Great job. I got to go back to work.
Go.
Love you
Thanks
guys.
for showing up.
See you guys.
Yeah,
Bye.
all right,
See ya.
later.
See ya.
that's fine. Left side or right side?
So number one, I'm not gonna talk. The guy I talked to a day or two ago is fishing this. He's in the top 10 actually. He's doing pretty good. But we were talking, or he was just telling me like a little bit about that, and I was just listening. And I was like, yeah, thanks, Zona. And it was just funny. I was like, yeah, I think that place is only good on one side of the lake. And he was like, yeah, I bet you I know what side that is. Because, dude, I've never made a cast on the left-hand side of the lake ever. So, like, it splits.
Yeah, it looks like four.
I've never
There's a
gone to the
left and
left.
there's a right.
One tournament.
You did?
One tournament.
Yeah.
It was like, what was that time? Triple T.
Yeah.
Or
Did
no,
you-
the platinum.
Oh, he's a platinum?
Reamer in that platinum.
What?
Yes, I
Did
won
y'all
that
do good?
second. Practice was really good on that side. I mean,
Really?
the other side was better.
Yeah.
That side
I
was
think
really
y'all
good.
did good. Y'all beat us.
Yeah, we caught him over on the left side.
What you
We
sixth?
found a couple of grass.
Finished
Yeah,
sixth.
that's what I was.
We finished
Finished
seventh. Yeah. But yeah,
It's been
so
long ago. I don't remember
no,
exactly.
well,
the
I know we
finishes.
all made, like, I know we were right there with each other, and I've never, like, I've been there like 15 times. I've never gone to the left.
That was a
side.
funny story. I had a guy in the office that I was working at the time. He was like, "Why are y'all going down there to Texas to donate all your money to Castle Nine?"
Oh, he was
dude.
mad.
It freaking pissed me off. I was like, "Are you kidding me? Do you know who I am?" And so I was like, when I got down there, dude, I was on a mission. And when it was over, we beat them by one spot. And when I came back in the office that day, I said, "You see those damn results? You better not tell me I'm going down there to donate to Castle
Well,
Nine."
Rayburn was the first one, and we showed up on day one at Rayburn in like 60-something place.
Yeah, and then Freak showed them.
Yeah, then we called them the next day and finished like 5th or 6th. I think we made a top 10 in every event. Like, it's coming back. The TTO's coming back with the same deal. I know you might not.
Yeah, I don't know.
We
Money's
registered
good.
right away. Dude, money's right. And they keep on putting more incentives on top of it. Like, farmers put like a whole top 10 finishers.
Are they going to cap it at $100?
Yep. And it's filling up pretty quick, so.
Well, I mean, back to Ray Roberts, though. I mean, it's funny. So I did, like I said, I did a backup show to our fantasy show.
After, like, we went.
After he
okay.
got,
Yeah.
and I was like, I wasn't able to pick Steve Kennedy, but this is why. And I even said, I was like, I think they're going to be going with a shad spawn or the water coming up. And it's actually shown today that quite a few of the guys in the beginning of this morning caught them on shad spawn in the bushes.
Did they?
Oh yeah, and it went
Doing
down.
what?
Swim jig.
Well, we called
Yeah.
it though.
But I mean,
That's
but it was
amazing
one of
we
those
called
things
this
that-
thing. Like exactly what's going
And
on.
whether or
Like,
not they win or not, I mean, it could definitely be one offshore because there's not as many people out there, and that's going to help that bite. But I
It scares
still
me still
think,
to this
Does
day.
it surprise y'all that Cody Bird is offshore?
yes.
Yeah, I wouldn't expect. Like I was waiting to hear. So we drove
he
this every
offshore?
morning, so we couldn't watch a lot of it. Right, we didn't get to watch this
I
morning.
watched a little bit of it.
Yeah, y'all were here, so like I was interested to see what he had to say. You know,
There's
so-
some stuff on that left-hand side though over there. That's where that is. He may be offshore.
From what I heard, the best offshore stuff is on the south end, and it's really a lot of it might be really close to takeoff.
And then
I didn't say that the other day.
So Zaldane, I saw him catch his first fish, and he's down there by the dam. They had him on the mat by the dam, and he pulls out a mag spoon, flips it out there first cast, and catches a 6-pounder. I was like, okay, like let's go. And then he didn't catch any more.
Have
but-
y'all seen what Kennedy's doing?
Oh, yeah. Dude, he's flipping a little white jig and swimming it through the bushes. Yeah.
The glide
His,
bait. I don't know if he's
first,
catching
his
anything.
first bag, his 18 pounds,
Came
all
on
came
that.
on a white
Oh,
spoon.
so now,
Okay,
so
so
what we
maybe
call it?
number
Exactly what we call
number
it.
6
Yeah.
or 7 maybe came off of that.
Dude,
Exactly.
so, I don't really want to say this.
Well, then don't.
I'm not going to. I'm not going to.
But
Because
yeah.
I might have to fish Ray Roberts some more, but I can just tell you, like, that, yeah, I like that. I like it's why I picked it, though. It's like, I knew enough about this place that like, there's a couple things that work really, really well. And remember how I said every single time we made a top 10, it's based off of 2 or 3 baits. Yep.
Well, but I think what you're going to see though, with this fish population not being like a Rayburn or a Toledo or something like that, you're going to have to see these guys start adapting and changing after
It's
day
a
one.
mini fork.
Yeah.
As in, no one on the fork catches them. I know
2 days in a row,
I know a couple
it's
guys
fine.
caught them, like schooled up. But for the most part, everyone else was just kind of picking 2 here. That's how it's going to fish. They got big ones in there, so they'll
There's big
catch
ones,
big
but
ones. They
they're not
catch
getting a
jump.
pressure. They're not getting a pressure for it.
Frank
No,
the Tank Tally caught him an 8-pounder.
Oh,
Yeah,
that
it's
wasn't
big
big
bass.
bass.
Yeah, we saw that.
Seen,
Yeah,
but couldn't see
but
what
what do you think there'll be a 10-pounder caught in this?
June,
I think
maybe.
June
yeah.
is the best time to catch a 10-pounder beyond the spot or around
Well, yeah,
the
I
spot.
agree with that 100%.
June is the
I'm trying to
best
think
time.
of how many 10-pounders get. There's always a 10-pounder, always in our events get weighted.
I
Always.
want to say that
In
the
the
biggest one in the
March to
classic
May.
is only like a 9-8 or something like that.
No,
Maybe I'm wrong.
I think they might.
9-8. Unless, in the classic.
Oh, in the classic. Okay.
It won't come from the bushes or the trees or anything like that. It
It'll
might
be
come from.
somewhat
Okay, so
birds.
Patrick's doing like jerking trees. Like it can come from there,
Oh, yeah.
but it won't come. I don't think it'll come in the bushes or the little trees. Even though I still think that's where it's going to be one.
Sure. It may be just what birds do, what I think.
Well, so we can all look at the photos where they say what baits are going to win this tournament, and all the pros pick their baits. Well, I found it ironic that Cody Bird's winning bait for this tournament was a 6X dig, is what he actually said.
Was it really?
Yeah.
Then see, I know
I was like, okay.
You remember I screenshotted y'all like that night. It had the pros like 5 or 6, and I just did that because my weight was my weight was dead on with like 6 out of the 7. Of like, I think I picked 57, 58. I think I was the lowest of all y'all, and I picked 57, 58. Clark had 66, and we're like, oh, we must not have known what Clark's doing because like he must have be like, oh, they're gonna catch him. But I think it's right on track. I figured 22, 23 pounds would be leading day one.
I think you're going to see
It is gonna be-
26, 27.
I do too.
Oh, you think so?
On day one.
Yeah. I wouldn't even doubt day 2.
Yeah, day 2 you could do, but I do think you're seeing 26, 27.
Really?
Yeah.
I think, man, that's got to be
40 boats. Like it's not like, or
That's
50
true.
boats.
But
It's
you're
not
by
like
yourself.
150.
You're just by yourself.
Yeah, but it's still not as many boats. Not as much boat pressure.
What do you
so.
think?
I'm just glad that we're in Texas and not wearing face masks right now. That's what I'm glad about.
I would on that one.
Jeez, guys.
Dude,
Thank you, Texas. Golly.
But y'all still wearing them up there?
No, we're not.
Oh,
but
good
we
thing.
travel
Good
all
thing.
over.
I
Believe
know,
me.
I hear you.
We've been a lot of places.
Jason called me up and he was like, we were gonna ride up here together. He's like, I ain't showing up there if they're gonna make me. And I'm like, no, I'll find out. But he wasn't coming.
Yeah, I looked it up. I was like, man, it said a little bit of something down there, the mandatory or whatever. I was like, I ain't going. I don't care. I ain't going. I ain't.
Well, I honestly think if they would have said mask mandatory for this, nobody would show up.
Yeah, I think you're.
So if you're
We're in Texas.
so
That's right.
I got some guys from Canada, everywhere else around that watch this stuff. All I'm gonna say is when you look around, there's hundreds and hundreds of people here. Texas is pretty much the lowest rated. Like we have almost the fewest cases, and we're like out here in the wild west. Like
The only thing we do have is it's like 100 degrees outside. Right now.
Hey,
So,
that
I
ain't-
mean,
hey, yeah.
it helps
That's why
kind
we
of knock
live
those
down here. We
viruses
like
down
it.
slightly. Let's be honest.
Hey, it's
that
been-
cold condition
it's
really
been
helps
low
those
for a while.
viruses.
It's been low for a while. We just out here wild west out here,
I
man.
think we're a little better at least. But I mean, from a science perspective, the hotter it gets, viruses don't survive as quick. So it definitely is going to make it a little bit better.
Either way, I ain't wearing that dang mask.
But hey, just did y'all watch Swindle? Like y'all, I implore you to go watch Swindle's
Is that
Facebook post.
Is that the dude? Is that the dude wire thing?
No, so he was in the airport and he got in trouble for wearing the wrong mask because he flew like
Delta.
American one time and Delta the other
Del-
time, and
Delta
they had
wouldn't let me
different.
wear
Oh,
one.
it was like this whole big complicated thing, and it was. And then the other thing was, on an off topic, is he had 2 bags with him.
This is the outside.
He and his wife had 2 bags, each a bag. One bag weighed 51 pounds, one bag weighed 49 pounds. And they're like, well, you need to move that pound over to there. And he's like, it still weighs the same if you add them together. And I understand this concept there. It's like, it's still 100 pounds one way or another.
They weren't having it.
No. So he had to literally take 1 pound of stuff and put it in the other bag to balance it out.
I'm glad I'm a lot smarter than those people.
That ain't saying much.
That's really not saying a whole lot.
Hey, regardless,
So is that a U on your hat?
it is.
It's a hook, man.
U hook?
hook.
No,
That's
like
a
a
hook.
U hook. Hook you?
Hook you?
Hook you.
You hook?
Maybe
You hook?
F you.
F you? Wow. Went there, huh?
Went there.
Straight there.
So the other thing and the highlight of this trip is Billy Bob's Texas.
Oh,
We're
okay.
going. We're going.
Y'all act like I'm not going.
Dude.
Y'all keep on talking about how y'all two are
Who
going.
knows?
And I'm like, I'm riding with y'all, and y'all don't mention me at
I don't know
all.
if you are.
Bonds tells me this morning, he goes, Fort Worth's gonna know that Bonds was in town.
Hell yeah.
I was like, this could get sketchy tonight.
I don't know
Billy
what I got
Bob's.
myself in.
Billy Bob's is gonna be fun. If y'all don't know about Billy,
We went last night.
oh, how was
Yeah,
it?
it was on.
Yeah.
It was on.
That's a problem.
That's why I'm dragging this morning.
How late y'all stay there?
Like 1:30.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, y'all
Y'all basically closed it down.
Yeah.
Oh man, hold on, man. I'm glad I don't have to be.
Hold on.
Why just
It was
have to-
optional now.
He's
We
He's
there
always
was
worried.
there was
He's like,
this-
man,
He is so
like who?
worried.
It was a
He's like rubbing
crossroads,
his
right? It
shoulders.
was like the
I better go put
performer
my big
stopped,
gay
and then it was
on.
like 10:30.
Do we
And
go?
we were like, do we have another? Well, we'll have one more, and then 1:30 later. You know what I'm saying?
I didn't bring it up.
Yeah.
I didn't bring it up.
That was the end. That was the end.
I gotta take some Tylenol before I go.
Big gay.
My big gay.
I gotta do all that. Go get
Y'all sound like
loose
me.
stuff.
No, I'll be ready. I'll
No,
be
you
ready.
won't. You're already stressing about it.
Man, hey, listen.
I heard.
Hey, man, listen.
I was in college a lot longer than all of y'all, so I'm just letting you know.
The only other one's doctors.
Yeah. Well, I might have beat some of them doctors. I'm not lying. Like that guy was like, when on the Uber ride over, he was like, what's that school down there in Nacogdoches? I said, SFA, CMF Austin. He goes, oh yeah, that's right. I said, yeah, I went to school there. He's like, oh, I was like, man, I like it so much, I just stayed. I ain't never left. He's like, oh yeah. He's like, they're good bass fishing. I'm like, yeah, that's why I stayed. Bass fishing.
Yeah, the bass fishing team.
That's why I did go there. But man,
I should have brought my ring. I almost brought my ring from our conversation.
Hey, this is so good. Was it Matt that started this?
Matt started
Matt Hanger, like, he had some ring and a belt.
a bass, my ring and a set code 33.
What was he talking about?
He was like, he said, I don't
Belt buckles. Everybody wear their buckles.
Yeah, wear their buckles, and so I didn't really pay attention. So I just started taking pictures of our big belt.
Oh yeah.
And I had a buckle and had a couple rings, and I was like, we were trying to watch a show, like me and my wife, and she was like sitting there watching me. I was going around the house finding
You found a belt buckle though?
the belt buckle was in up in the garage, so I had to go get it all out. And I'm like getting in, Matt's like, okay.
And then he sent the bass offering, and then I just sent my national championship
Oh
ring.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Matt's like, oh y'all, yeah. But I don't care about the belt buckle or any of that stuff.
No,
It's the freaking
The heavyweight belt.
oh my gosh! If I could wear that here, I mean, I probably could here.
Dude, you should hang it over your shoulder while you're walking around.
So bad and good. It is by far the best trophy I have. By far.
I mean, people would stop you if you had
Dude,
just
it's
hanging over your
so-
shoulder.
it's so
like just,
good.
Just normal conversation.
It is
like,
20,
oh, I just
25
forgot it
pounds.
was here.
It ain't like it's 20, like now. It was made in like.
I was just suggesting.
No, it's not. Go look at it. It's made in like Indonesia. It's
Or
like
maybe so. But somewhere over that way.
no, it's like kind of weird. Like I don't think they have boxes where it's made. Yeah, but I'm just saying. It's kind of.
Hunter had those made. Like,
It's sketchy.
he's like, man, I'm going after a real one.
Yeah.
Real one. Real one.
Okay, so then there's another trail out there that when you won one,
Yeah, you're wrong. The team won
team
one.
wins one, and I was like, so we text them like, hey, which one of y'all wearing it this week? 'Cause, you know, one really, come on for a team.
Come on.
Oh yeah.
There's a lot of brass in this place. Like, there's a lot of older gentlemen with nice shirts on and
I went nice shirt,
name
man.
tags.
I mean,
Are you growing a beard here?
I don't
He
never
forgot to
shave.
shave.
Never shave.
Has
it been that long since you've seen
something like home and shave? You look
I was just looking. I was just wondering if you were like.
Oh, look, Green Mile's coming.
Oh yeah. Oh, Dad.
Come on, Dad.
Come on, Dad.
No, come on, Dad.
Oh,
I'm right here.
No. Look at him. He's flying his
He
shirt.
knows better.
I know better.
Crispin, you want in?
You want in on this?
What in on what?
Come on.
I don't know that I trust.
No, come
I
on.
don't know Hallman very well.
come on in here. Come on in here with
Come on in
Google.
here.
Come on in here with Google.
Captain Google.
We got Google here.
I mean, call it like it is.
I'm good with that. Google's probably the worst search engine out there. We're gonna call it like it is.
If
Thanks, they know
If y'all
everything.
don't know Crispin, if any of y'all are on Facebook ever, then this is the guy who just non-stop talks about Tennessee. About everything Tennessee. He's usually complaining about it until they win like some random non-conference game against a D3 school. No, hey, we're back on track.
That's all it takes, man. You gotta win one before you can win two. Just is true.
No, or they get some big recruit. We got a 5-star. We're going
And then
to
they
the
hit the
ship,
transfer portal
and then they
a week
transfer.
later.
It's like,
Man, look,
dang it.
I'm loyal.
We don't have a big enough camera. Suggs wants over here.
Suggs,
probably.
come on, Suggs.
The,
So,
never doubt my loyalty. That's what I would
Listen,
say.
so he comes down for like the first, I don't know what the first time. Anyways, we were down there at the hotel. I was like, hey, you want to go eat? He was like, man, no. I'm like, dude, he's like, man, hey, listen, I got to be honest with you, man. Paul's basketball's on at about 6:30. I need to go watch at the restaurant. And I'm like, what? He goes, like, I can't miss that game. And I'm like, who are they playing? He goes, it doesn't matter. And he probably did know.
But the truth,
like,
the rest
he's
of the
like,
story is, you're like,
oh, yeah.
you and Brittany and I were going to go eat,
Yeah.
right? And I didn't know she'd already cleared the schedule. And he's like, well, we can just watch it. And I was like, you don't want to do that.
No, he wouldn't let us go.
I was there watching.
Are y'all filming?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are we in the way?
Are we in the way?
Hey, look at that fancy hat. Look at that fancy hat he's got on right there.
Castledine on TV.
Oh, yeah. He's got a fancy hat. I gave him that hat.
say you look like. So I mean,
Let's see. Does he look like Todd? Let's see. There's Todd.
no, just do that. Just do it.
That's what everybody says.
I mean, you know.
Wow.
It's when we're standing
But
next.
we have here. We just cut it.
We just cut it off.
There's
And
a
if I take my glasses
Yeah, it
off,
is a big difference. I ain't got it.
There's a lot of similarities.
there's a lot of
Yeah,
shit.
there is a lot of similarities.
I have here.
You give him your
Hey,
glasses.
when y'all get a break, we'll take a group shot right there when you get a break.
So are you happy with the Oklahoma head coach at Tennessee?
Oklahoma. Oh, you talking about Heupel?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like Heupel so far. I haven't got to meet him yet, but all my buddies that have, they think he's a great guy. And he was a heck of a quarterback.
He was.
Well,
Took you guys to the national
He
championship.
should have won the Heisman. Probably. Chris Winkler won it.
I know who was our exiting quarterback coach. That's who won. That's right. Heupel should have won. And I'm also going to go ahead and claim that national championship for UCF now that Heupel's our coach. So.
That's right. He claims. Tell him about our Baja.
Baja, Oklahoma. So, Oklahoma-Texas game is always a big game every year. They beat on their ass for like the last 6 years straight. So, we just officially, this is Baja, Oklahoma from about Dallas, Fort Worth north. Oklahoma actually started collecting taxes, so they pay state income taxes now.
So that's why. That's how they can afford all those Tennessee players that left. And
Yeah, your transport portal you were just talking about.
And we don't pay them in the McDonald's bags either.
Don't call Willie, because everything I hear from you is Ohio State. Don't call Willie.
Hey, I like
They get
Ohio
Whataburger
State.
bags out here.
That's true. Yeah. Yeah.
That's my jam right there.
So he comes down.
I land in Texas. The first thing I do, I get my rental car and I top in Whataburger every time.
They're legit, man.
They are legit. We need to move for them.
Yeah, I need one picture.
Okay.
I need the loose banner with Hank.
We
for
done.
One picture. Just give me 1 minute. Y'all can start like that.
Yes, sir.
Don't mind us.
We got kicked out of the booth officially. We got kicked out. So now we're New Year's.
Right here in the
Yeah,
hallway.
wrap it up. Right here. Now, this is how we do it.
Wrap it up with the picture we got kicked out with.
Yeah.
Man, there's got to be a better crew to take pictures.
No, this is video.
Video.
Video. Look, Sags almost fell out like he's
Get
pretty
her
done.
done. Let's get her done.
I'm going to bow out and let y'all wrap it up.
Good luck with your ball.
Yeah, I bet. Okay, we're good at baseball. Baseball school.
Baseball school.
Go ball.
That's it. It's about to, like, we got to end it because
We're in the hallway now.
it's starting the hallway.
Officially.
Start.
Yeah. Wait to
always
shift
got
around.
goodies. So, oh, they got like a real.
Yeah, they
Oh,
got
they got like a big one. It's like, look,
Hank.
like you got Hank.
We got like super booty.
Like,
Like all the big wigs.
like, yeah. We're unimportant guys. But,
We're out.
all right. See y'all.
See ya.
Yes, sir.